Ronald Kyeyune is a businessman living in Ntinda.
It all started with the inspiration I had about our country's economy.
He deals in the restaurant and fast food business.
I have been so much inspired by the magnitude of the dream I have in this business.
He's a really passionate businessman.
Establishing a customer to business relationship is at the front line of our trading.
And this reflects a lot in how he talks about his business.
I personally like relating to people. So I feel happy whenever I see people coming in day by day. It is an inspiration that I carried way back from the year 2017, but much clearly during the year of 2020. It all started with the inspiration I had about our country's economy, something I picked in the former Prime Minister's speech while he was speaking to the audience during one of the summits that were organized by NTV. He said, our country is an agriculturally gifted nation and industries that must benefit from it must be agro-based industries. From that day onwards, I had a challenge of myself. Okay, I've been thinking of doing business from the time I left school, that is high school. And what's the best kind of business I should be doing? It prompted me to start a fruits selling business around the area where I've grown. And it lasted 3 years until 2020, when I thought of growing the business to another level.
Very often we watch news and fail to pick a leaf or two from what's being aired out, but Ronald differs. His drive to start the restaurant business was brought about by the Prime Minister's words while addressing the nation. And he's so passionate about the business that his story when he's starting is filled with a number of blocks, but he never sways away.
We were selling fruit salads, packing fruits the ordinary way, and selling them to office people, shops, and other people around that were interested in buying from us. An idea that yielded us a lot of sales at the end of the day. Up to today, I confess that 70% of who I have become in the business world is because of that first business that I did of selling fruits for 3 years.
One of the most important things in business is actually getting started. No matter how small you start, it helps you get a business perspective. Ronald starts selling fruits to businesses, to people, and in the process he learns to create rapport with customers, something that was guaranteed once he started his fruits business.
I didn't save in the start because of the mistakes that I did and the challenges that I found in the business until when I closed it. What happened in the year 2018, that is when I started my first attempt to close the business, and eventually towards the end of the year 2018, the business closed because I had ventured into employment. I had secured a job somewhere, and I tried to keep running the business by employing some other people, and I was challenged by human resource factor at the end of the day. So I realized that, okay, I may have acquired other skills, but I was not ready to have the stress of the personnel that I had started employing at that moment. Yet I needed at the same time to work for money elsewhere to feed into the investment that I wanted to establish.
What's fascinating about his story is that even when he was really small, he sought out to get someone to work in the business, even when money was nowhere to be seen. It's important to find people to keep your business afloat. That way you will not be overwhelmed by the everyday workings of the business, which will give you space to find better ways to grow your business.
My testimony is my job didn't pay me well in the beginning, but towards the end, I got paid all the money that I was demanding, and that was my breakthrough to start business.
Ronald goes ahead to explain to us what his options were before he opened his restaurant business, and he airs out a very key statement when he's speaking. He says he was looking for businesses that made sales with every day that went by, and not businesses that went a full day without making any sales.
When I was moving around selling my fruits, I saw so many businesses. But I didn't like the fact that businesses used to open and close a day without making a single sale. There are those businesses I saw. I saw so many boutique businesses around, to mention but a few. And I was only inspired by 3 businesses. That was a restaurant as number 1, or food business, because I realized even those people that had businesses that were not selling constantly, they were buyers at the end of the day because they needed to eat. The number 2 business I liked was a salon business, because I saw so many salons, but they were always working. All the time they were working. And the last kind of business that perhaps I liked was a tailoring business. Reason being that it equally had work all the time. I didn't like the fact that someone opens a shop and sits to just wait while doing nothing. I believe in work as you wait, because even the Bible says you must work. So I liked the businesses that I found that people were always busy, whether they have a customer or they don't have a customer. From the 3 businesses, I evaluated my capacity to begin, and I found beginning food business, having begun a fruits business and sustained through it, it was so easy for me to bring together the factors in place to start a restaurant business, compared to the other 2 where I had no skill at all and experience.
Something that I can say about being able to make sales with every day that passes by is that it helps keep you motivated while working the business. With business, if you're not making sales, sometimes that kills your motivation. Not even sometimes, most times that kills your motivation. You find you're putting in so much money paying rent, but in return you're getting nothing. Anytime, any day. You check your books and you've missed 2 days, 3 days without making any sales. That's really demotivating, and that becomes a problem.
You need to assess yourself in the first place. It's not because you have seen Ronald or David or any other person doing business A, B, or C for you to join. You need to be driven by clear motive. You need to assess the fact that, what is this business about? Can I handle its shortcomings? Can I handle its challenges, the stress that comes with it? Because it's not going to be a smooth walk. The challenges are there definitely, like any other business does have. So your vision and your purpose, backed by what you can do, is what should drive you into this business. Other than that, it is still possible to just start and get inspired on your way there, because I didn't go to school to study how to do a restaurant business or how to cook food, but because I find myself motivated enough to learn a lot about this food industry. That is why today I'm here doing the restaurant business.
What is your purpose in business? Do you have a purpose in business? Because if you don't have a purpose in business, you won't be motivated to keep in business. Business is an ongoing thing, and if you're in it just for the money, you will be lost. Find a business you are really passionate about and invest time to find out how that business actually works. Ronald started with a fruits business and currently runs a fast food business because they are both under the food business. It's always good to go one way and not try to spread your interests wide, trying to do every kind of business and not succeeding at any.
First and foremost, it is God that gives the opportunity. In business, there is what we call SWOT, and that stands for strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. We have realized the strength we have, and we are aware of our weaknesses at the point. But we stand more with greater hope on the opportunity that God in the first place has given us. What is the opportunity we have to get a customer and to sell? So what are the factors behind us enhancing the opportunity that is before us? Truth be told, we are in an open market space. Actually, our business is located in a place full of competition, surrounded by more high-class end restaurants that we have not yet achieved their level of standard. So we thank God for the opportunity He gives us, and we work hard to ensure that we satisfy the customer we have got at the end of the day.
That surely is business class in a nutshell. Everything is talked about is very important. I have nothing else to add, but what I can say is competition is very important for business because it helps you grow. Without competition, you're likely to stay stagnant.
We pay attention, detailed attention to the quality of products that we are yielding or producing. We take a keen study on what the market around us is able to buy. Who are they in the first place? We look at affordability. We know that this is the market segment we have. Middle class earners, how best can we tap into them? And when they come to our restaurant, we have to make sure they leave happy and ready to come back again. Establishing a customer to business relationship is at the front line of our trading. At the end of the day, we've made sure that we keep a good relationship with the customer. We are a good listener to the customer. We try to understand, and yes, we have been successful at retaining a good number of our customers.
A customer in need of something is always looking for options, and if you're in business, especially in a small business, you act as an option to a customer looking to buy affordable goods. With that in mind, you know you have a group of people that are ready to support your cause, and that way you can strive to make the experiences better. I got a chance to eat one of the donuts sold at his restaurant, and I must say, they were really tasty. I asked him if the donuts were made by his business because of how well made they were. And if you're like me and you like to eat high quality donuts, don't forget to check Roletta's restaurant and fast food business. They offer very good donuts that you can eat and fill your belly. They are located around in Ntinda.
Restaurant business is a day-to-day earning business, unlike the monthly pay check from other places of work or other businesses. So this has enabled me to be in position to know how much I earn every day. It has actually taken me to an extra mile of knowing, okay, how if I'm working at my place of work and I convert what I earn from the restaurant on a daily basis, does it add up? Towards personal needs, the restaurant business, the percentage of profits I get is enough to sustain my everyday life. For instance, transport and food. I am very confident that I will not go a day hungry because I'm in the restaurant business. I'm very confident that I will not fail to save money at the end of the day to see how much I've worked for because of the day-to-day business that I run. It's a pleasure.
Sometimes when earning money from a paycheck, you're very comfortable and often don't seek to start a business. But business is a way to make extra money. To those that are fortunate with employment, don't just stay stuck with that job and content with the money you're earning. Have some desire for more and seek to start a business that can earn you some extra money. The money that you're earning is probably enough for your everyday activities, but there's a lot that this world has to offer. And if you're able to get yourself into business, you can actually make more money to have more of what the world has to offer.
I have been so much inspired by the magnitude of the dream I have in this business because it is beyond just the restaurant business. I see this restaurant as just a starting point as a young man to join the business fraternity. I see it as a point of network to the rest of the business fraternity. I see it as the foundation stone to the business personnel and brand that I want to be in time to come.
In conclusion, before you start any business, it's always important to evaluate the options that you have before you get yourself into business. Look for businesses, as Ronald says, that are able to make sales with each day that goes by. Thank you for watching.